Hello and welcome to News Across Nigeria. I'm Joken Rogers. Coming up on the program, the UK government deports 41 Nigerians for various immigration offences. A Boko Haram ambush kills one policeman in Borno State as herdsmen kill one and injure 3 fishermen in Adamawa State, both in northeast Nigeria. And the Victim Support Fund earmarks 3 billion naira to rebuild northeast communities in 2017. Welcome to the program. 41 Nigerians have been deported from the United Kingdom for various immigration offences. The deportees arrived at the Murtala Muhammad International Airport in Lagos in the early hours of today. On hand to receive them were officials of the National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA, and other relevant agencies. The Deputy Director, Search and Rescue at NEMA, Mr. Onimode Bandele, says the deportees were arrested in the United Kingdom for not having valid residency or work permits.
There are no prisoners on board this aircraft. You may have heard about the Nigerian government, through our High Commission in the UK, are working on the possibility of assisting those ones to get off the hook and come back home. But as I speak to you, the ones we received today, there are no prisoners on board. So it's our responsibility, NEMA, on behalf of the federal government, to ensure that, one, they are well received, and we need to talk to them, counsel them, and let them realize that the country they left some years ago is not the same country they are meeting today. We have moved ahead, and everybody has equal opportunity in the present day government to be the best you can be. If whatever your trade, whatever you're learning, ensure that you carve a niche for yourself in Nigeria.
Well, 49 out of the 58 inmates that escaped from the Imo State High Court premises last week Friday, have been rearrested and returned to prison custody. The Controller General of the Nigerian Prison Service, Mr. Jafaru Ahmed, confirmed this during a visit to the Chief Judge of Imo State. Mr. Ahmed says the incident is unfortunate and the service will ensure there's no recurrence.
It's coming on the heels of the escape of an alleged kidnapper, Henry Chibueze, also known as Vampire, and other inmates from the custody of the Nigerian prisons, Imo State Command. The Comptroller General of the Nigerian Prison Service is at the premises of the Imo State High Court, venue of the incident. He meets with the Chief Judge and the Deputy Governor of the state.
Out of the 58, 49 have been returned back to the prison, so only 9 are still at large. It is an unfortunate incident, despite all the measures taken. This, I would say, an unfortunate situation, but the prison service will take all the measures necessary to ensure that this kind of ugly incident does not occur again.
The Chief Judge of Imo State, Mr. Pascal Nadi, advocates for better collaboration between the Nigerian Prison Service and other security agencies.
We have 8 high courts, over 12 magistrate courts, so it requires adequate security for the protection, not only of the inmates being brought to court, but also of the court personnel.
Mr. Eze Madumiri reiterates the commitment of the state government in apprehending the remaining escaped inmates.
The state also puts a price tag on any information that will lead to whereabouts of the notorious kidnapper named Vampire. Of course, he has a full name, but they know him. And Chibese, yes. And other measures that was agreed that I might not disclose here.
Leaving the court premises, the team moves to the the Imo State prisons on an inspection tour.
41 Nigerians have been deported from the United Kingdom for various immigration offences. The deportees arrived at the Murtala Muhammad International Airport in Lagos in the early hours of today. On hand to receive them were officials of the National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA, and other relevant agencies. The Deputy Director, Search and Rescue at NEMA, Mr. Onimode Bandele, says the deportees were arrested and returned to prison custody. A policeman has been killed and another injured by insurgents while on patrol around Kubwa village in Damboa local government area of Borno State. According to a statement issued by the Police Public Relations Officer at Borno State Command, the men from the Biu Area Command were ambushed in a police patrol vehicle at about 10:30 p.m. on Tuesday while on investigation duty to Maiduguri, the state capital. The affected policemen have been taken to the Damboa General Hospital. Tuesday's ambush was the second in 2 days as a military convoy was attacked on Saturday along the same Damboa road with casualties from both the military and civilian side. In the meantime, Adamawa State Governor Mohammed Jibrila has ordered the immediate deployment of security personnel to Gereng community in Gere local government area of the state following the shooting of 4 fish farmers by migrating Fulani herdsmen. Spokesman of the Adama Police Command, Othman Abubakar, told Channels Television that migrating Fulani herdsmen attacked and killed a fisherman following an argument. This comes as a number of people were also reportedly killed and property destroyed in a dispute between Fulani and Mumuye ethnic group in Lao local government area of Taraba State. The police spokesperson in the state, David Mizzle, confirmed the clash in Taraba to Channels Television, adding that the crisis was between farmers and herdsmen, putting the death toll to 6. Well, the case about 10,000 refugees living in IDP camps in Yobe State, also in northeast Nigeria, have refused to return to their home states. The internally displaced persons are currently taking refuge at the Kukareta town on the outskirts of Damaturu in Yobe State. They have opted to reside in their temporary homes as their new residents. The IDPs are complaining that the Boko Haram insurgents are still operating in some of their ancestral homes and will not risk going back there.
Kukareta, a town in Yobe State, has for the past 4 years been a transit camp for most of the displaced persons within the northeast, particularly Borno and Yobe states. Over 18,000 households are harbored here, with relative peace returning to most of the northeast states bedeviled by the Boko Haram insurgency. The population of IDPs in the community has reduced to just over 10,000 households. Despite the relative peace, the remaining IDPs have opted to look for land from their host community to permanently stay in the state. Lawan Babagana, the village head of Kukareta, says the IDPs are afraid to go home, especially with pockets of attacks within their ancestral homes.
The number of the people in Kukareta, IDPs, they have already reduced, really. But we still have many of them, those who are here, and they are not willing to go as of this time. And all those who are willing not to go, I already told to the Minister of Land and Survey through local government, through Emirate Council, we write a letter to them. They have already given us an answer. They can be able to get them an accommodation according to the Commissioner of Ministry of Land and Survey.
The state government acknowledges the plight of the IDPs and is currently working on their resettlement.
So what we are doing now is, for example, in Kukareta, a lot of people have decided to stay. Together with the local government chairman, land has been being allocated along the areas. So for those who are interested to stay, more boreholes have been drilled in those areas in order to assist the people to stay so that you have IMNASA water supply. The health facilities has already been expanded. So all areas that require expansion, the government is doing its best in order to assist the people, to those who are interested to stay on those communities.
With this show of understanding to accommodate these people, it is expected that the host community and their guests continue to live in peace and harmony.
When news across Nigeria returns, the Victim Support Fund budgets 3 billion naira to rebuild communities in the northeast. That's in a moment. Please stay with us.